U.S. lawmakers have released a copy of a birthday book given to the late convicted pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein in 2003, which includes a note allegedly signed by U.S. President Donald Trump. The book was released with a trove of documents that include Epstein's will and his personal address book, with contacts that include royalty, celebrities, models, and politicians from around the world. Lawyers for Epstein's estate sent documents to the House Oversight Committee after being subpoenaed last month. The White House denied the alleged letter from Trump, which featured a drawing of a woman's body, was authentic, and said the president did not draw this picture and he did not sign it. The Congressional Committee last month issued a legal summons for the executors of Epstein's estate to produce a number of documents, including the birthday book. The release comes as the president faces growing pressure, including from his own supporters and within his own Republican Party, for more transparency on what investigations into Epstein uncovered. The 238-page book was put together for Epstein's 50th birthday by Ghislaine Maxwell, his British co-conspirator and ex-girlfriend, who was convicted in 2021 of conspiring with him to traffic girls for sex. It was created in 2003. 3 years before allegations of sex abuse by Epstein became public. The scrapbook, titled The First 50 Years, contains submissions, apparently from various people connected to Epstein, including high-profile politicians and business leaders, as well as the alleged note from Trump, who was his friend at the time. There is another which appears to be from former President Bill Clinton, which mentions Epstein's childlike curiosity. A spokesperson for Clinton has acknowledged that he was acquainted with Epstein at the time, but knew nothing of his crimes. The BBC has contacted the Clinton Foundation and a lawyer for the former president for comment on the newly released book. It also contains a birthday message from Lord Peter Mandelson, the British ambassador to the United States, in which he calls Epstein my best pal. A spokesman for Lord Mandelson told the BBC that he had long been clear that he very much regretted having been introduced to Epstein. Prince Andrew is briefly mentioned in the book. A note from an unidentified woman says she met Prince Andrew, Clinton, and Trump through Epstein, as well as a number of celebrities. The woman goes on to say she has seen the private quarters of Buckingham Palace and sat on the Queen of England's throne. Prince Andrew faced allegations as part of the Epstein saga and has denied any wrongdoing. When the alleged Trump note was first reported by the Wall Street Journal in July, the president said it was a fake thing and denied writing it. He filed a lawsuit against the paper's reporters, publisher, and executives, including News Corp owner Rupert Murdoch, seeking £7.4 in damages. Democratic lawmakers published an image of the birthday note on X ahead of the committee's release of the book and other Epstein documents. The signed note, allegedly from Trump, features several lines of text, with the final line reading, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." Trump has not commented on the note's release, though the White House denied on Monday that the president produced anything for the book and said the signature on the note did not match Trump's. Robert Garcia, the ranking Democrat on the Republican-led House Oversight Panel, said Trump had claimed that his birthday note didn't exist. Now we know that Donald Trump was lying and is doing everything he can to cover up the truth. In a statement, Republican Committee Chairman James Comer accused Democrats on the panel of cherry-picking documents and politicizing information they received from the estate. Oversight Committee Republicans are focused on running a thorough investigation to bring transparency and accountability for survivors of Epstein's heinous crimes and the American people, he said. Along with the book, lawmakers also released a 2007 non-prosecution agreement between Epstein and federal prosecutors at the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Florida, and almost 30 years of entries in his personal address book. After Democrats released the note on Monday, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said, President Trump's legal team will continue to aggressively pursue litigation against the Wall Street Journal.